What is up, everybody? Tuberverse TV here today, and we're gonna talk about the Apple Vision Pro. If you haven't been under a rock the past day yesterday, then you might have noticed that Apple made this new showcase. One of the things that they showed off was this Apple Vision Pro device, a headset which looked like a pair of scuba goggles, where you can pretty much do the same thing you do from a laptop or a tablet, except you can have it in you look at it through the goggles. So it's like they try to make it be somewhat like futuristic, but it's like I don't know. I'm not really seeing the appeal of this. And the fact they try to make it like this like fits the everyday Joe Blow when it's really not. Like this thing costs $3,500. So I don't know if the average Joe Blow has $3,500 even in their bank account, to be honest. So definitely reaching that whole people who make 100K plus a year or more type of market right there. But in the trailer they're showing otherwise. Like they don't show like completely wealthy people having this. But it's kind of aimed for extremely wealthy people at this point. Like, and it's just like for the most mundane things. Like you look at pictures, whoop de doo. You can look at Netflix, whoop de doo. It's like on the goggles. It's like, why would you do this? And I believe the battery life is like 2 hours at most. So it's like it's not good so far. It's expensive. It's super expensive. It's not even that amazing. Like if I'm thinking that this thing will cost $3,500, I'm expecting like something like to the next level of like how we see like an Avengers with like Tony Stark and his like in his headset device. This is a far from that. This is like the same thing you do on a tablet or a laptop. You just see it on your headset. So I don't know. This is definitely aimed for a niche market of people, well, extremely wealthy people at this point. I don't know. I just don't see the appeal of this. To watch Netflix on a headset, yeah. So much so that people are just roasting Apple at this point. They're roasting the price of this, bruh. The use cases for a massive headset you wear on your face are significantly smaller than a laptop and a phone. Yeah, I'm not really seeing why you would use this over a laptop and a phone just to flex on like poor people. Like, what's the purpose of buying this? Especially you're not using this out in public, because if you take this out in public, you're most likely gonna get robbed with this Vision Pro device. It's not offering anything unique that you can't get with a Magic Leap Vive Request, but it's Apple, hard to beat, hard to bet against them. And people will buy it. I can't do it anymore. Okay. Uh, Tools of the future. I'm selling my house. It's not even close to Ready Player One. That's not a lot of money. I'll be carrying this much around in my socks. Okay. This I know a lot of you don't have money in real life. Loose change down the back, so for some of us we will be there. Why not just say you make them? Like I said before, this is aimed at people who make like 100K a year or plus a year. But why would you even buy this? Like if you were extremely wealthy, why would you even buy this to begin with? Like I'm not really seeing the central use of this over just using a laptop or a tablet. I'm still not seeing like the usefulness of this. So I don't know. I'm not gonna be buying that. I don't think the average person is gonna be buying this. I think this device is probably gonna flop on launch. But who knows? This is Apple. This does have the Apple branding, so it might sell. I think it's gonna flop though. I'm gonna wait for the Chinese version that'll have the same quality and retail for $500. I think the average person, you're probably gonna have to wait for like maybe like a decade at this point for this actually like to be reasonably priced. Then I saw some Sony guys actually bragging about this, and you thought that the PSVR 2 was so expensive. Now look at this. But it's like the PSVR 2 is still expensive, $500 for a device that's the same price as a PS5. It's still kind of pricey. And I don't see the average person adopting into that. There's gonna be a far less people adopting into this this Vision Pro right here. So for 3,500, this better let me see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch or something. Okay, that's a weird comparison, but okay. Um, yeah, I just don't see the average person buying this. It's definitely not aimed for the average person as they try to make it appear in the commercial. They didn't even do this with Metaverse. Yeah, the Metaverse thing didn't work either. That didn't take off either. That was a flop too. So, and they losing money on the Metaverse thing. And this seems like the same thing as well. Like, I don't think people are ready for virtual reality, especially at this price right now. They're trying to make people into this whole like VR space or AR, whatever they want to call it. Yeah. This is what you expect to see, like some Tony Stark level stuff for $3,500, but you're not getting this. Mm, Not close to Cyberpunk 2077 level either, to be honest. I don't know. This is just for rich people, pretty much. If you're rich, you're probably gonna buy this. If you just got disposable income at this point, but the average person's not gonna buy this. I don't think it's aimed for the average person at this point. Um, yeah, it's like the price of a used car. It's like I think a used car would be more useful than a VR headset at that point. Like, yeah, I'm just not saying the uphill of this. People have just been roasting this thing all day. Yesterday, especially today at this point. Like, I don't know. It seems overpriced to me. It just seems overpriced and a waste of technology at that point. But just my opinion about this. A lot of people show the same opinion as well. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Do you think this is priced accordingly? Do you think it's going to be successful? Or do you think it's going to be a flop? If you want to see your thoughts down below, leave a like for this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.